Hello, my name is Mark Burgess, your Student Services Coordinator. Welcome to the second of the orientation sessions. This one is about your course content. The topics covered are submission and assessment, and again, the communication channels. So when you've signed in to your course, you do need to click on Start. As we've mentioned before, this example is only for the online course only. It does not matter how you are having your course delivered to you. The course is exactly the same. So when you go into your course, you then need to start accessing the clusters. And the first one you will be doing is going into cluster 1. So you will need to press Start. When you go into cluster 1, you will be presented with a list of activities. And you need to complete all the activities before starting the next cluster. In cluster 1, there are 34 activities in total. I can only get 7 on the screen for you here, but if you scroll down, when you get onto the page, you will see all 34 activities. So when you go into an activity, and I just want to point out that this is only an example. So this is not the actual cluster 1 activity 1, but it is just an example. First of all, you will need to click on Start to continue to start, and then you will need to read the questions and answer with the appropriate response. Can I suggest you read the question thoroughly before providing your response, and you must use the resources provided to you. On some questions, as you can see here, this says it's 1 of 7 questions within this activity. When you get inside for the first question, you will see a drop-down box. This is very useful because it means you can navigate between the questions until all of them are answered. So when you finally answered the last question, you need to then review and submit. But before they are submitted for assessment, you will then see all your answers on one page. I can only get the last 3 questions in with this 7 here. And what you need to do, if you want to make any changes at this point, just go back to the drop-down box here, go to the question you wish to change, and don't forget to save before pressing Submit All. And then, once submitted, they are ready to be assessed, and you cannot access them again at that point. So before you start an activity, this is what it looks like. So here in this example, it says cluster 1, activity 2. It has not been started yet. While you are working on an activity, if you decide to pause or stop working on the course and you're halfway through a list of questions, as long as you've saved your answer to the last question, when you come back to it, you press continue and you will pick up from where you left off. Once you have submitted your questions to be assessed, well, they are then waiting to mark and it shows up as pending. And now they need to be assessed. So if you've got all your questions correct, you will then see that they come up as done with a note saying completed. What you also need to know is that you can access these activities again. This is very useful because there may be activities or instructions that you want to go and have a look at again. And there also may be important feedback. Assessors may give you feedback, even if they assess something as correct, which might be some hints and tips of how to improve for later submission. So you just click on here to view the results. If one or more of your answers are incorrect, you will see this. It will be amber and there will be a message from trainer. At this point, we don't know how many questions are incorrect, but you need to click on view to see. If that's the case, when you first open it up, this is the first page you will see. Now, in this example, this is only an example of how it may appear to you. The reason I'm showing you this is because there are a number of attempts. This means you can have more than one attempt. And in this instance, attempt 1, all the questions were answered incorrectly. Feedback would have been given. The student would then apply the feedback, but on attempt 2, they've still got them all incorrect. Same thing with attempt 3. And in attempt 4, they've now got the questions 2 to 7 correct, but question 1 still needs to be assessed. So you would click on continue. It's based on the assessor's feedback, change your response, and don't forget to review and submit. However, as you can see from here, in attempt 4, it still needs to be marked as correct. So what you would do is you would click on continue, and it would take you to that very first incorrect response, and you can again view the feedback. However, if this is your submission and you are getting to attempt 3 and you are still unsure, please consider contacting me via email or coming to the drop-in sessions and asking a question about why you are not understanding the concept or what the question is asking you. It's really important that you feel supported and know that I can assist you with this. I do not want you to submit attempts when you've not understood the concept of why. So please make sure you contact me, as I say, either by email or coming to the drop-in sessions on Wednesday evenings or Thursday lunchtimes. So, as mentioned here, if you do have any questions regarding the course content, please only contact the Student Services Coordinator. That would be me. Do not call or email the Roche Training Head Office because they cannot assist you with course-related questions. Email me at mark@rochetraining.com.au, and random calls may not be answered because I could be training and it would be rude for me to take calls during training. But please don't leave a voice message or send a text message, as the number is not monitored for text or voice messages. Please just send me an email and I will respond to you. So, assessment timescales. All submissions are assessed in date order of submission. All assessments are submitted through the student portal. We do not pre-assess submissions. You will receive feedback from the assessors through the student portal, not via email, although occasionally they may give you an email to say, I have given you some useful feedback, even though I have assessed a question as correct. Do not record any of your presentations until the assessments have been marked as correct. And your presentations do require role players. So as per the assessment instructions, you will need to provide your own role players. The maximum number you will need to assist you is 4, which means there's going to be 5 people within your presentations. And again, here is the 2 units of competency that explain the requirement for participants and role players. Zoom drop-in sessions. Well, if you do have particular questions you want to ask, or you just want to drop in and have a look what's going on, because the Zoom drop-in sessions do have topics we deal with every week, you can attend the Wednesday night or Thursday lunchtime sessions. They are 6 till 7 Queensland time on Wednesday evenings, and every Thursday 12 till 1 o'clock again Queensland time. And it is platform of the Zoom, so invites are emailed every Tuesday, so do please check your spam folders. Thank you for watching.